Okay, so we'll begin in mountain pose. Oh, and just FYI, I'm that person who needs the warm up, the additional warm up. So, especially first thing in the morning like this, my body is not happy to just go right into movement. So, all right, mountain pose. So remember, mountain pose can be with feet hip width apart or with feet together, whatever is most comfortable for you. Looking straight ahead, feet are grounded and balanced. Kneecaps lifted up, contracting the thighs, both the quadricep muscles and the inner thigh muscles, the abductors. Lifting up through the pelvic floor if you can. Navel's drawn in. Ribs are lifted, chest is open. Shoulders up, back, and down. Arms at your side. So arms, this is going to contradict itself, but arms are kind of relaxed in mountain pose, but hands are not. Hands are rigid and strong, whether fingers are spread wide or together, they're firm and strong. We're looking straight forward, growing through the top of our head, bottom of the chin parallel to the ground. Eyes can be soft and relaxed, or even eyes closed if that's comfortable for you. We'll take a couple of breaths this morning just to check in with our breath. Breathing in and out through the nose if possible, or if you'd like to add an ujjayi breath to your practice, now is a great time to do that. This flow that we do in the morning is totally appropriate to use ujjayi breath the entire class. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, we're not getting into it today, but I just wanted to put it out there that if ujjayi breath is part of your practice, it's a good time to utilize it. Tomorrow, I'll tell you more about ujjayi breath. Breathing in through the nose, see if your breath is moving all the way down towards your belly. Nice soft belly breath for yoga. If you find that your breath is moving more into your chest or even into your shoulders, just see if on your exhale you can lengthen the breath a little bit to get a little bit deeper down toward your sternum or towards your tummy. Belly rises as we breathe in and falls as we breathe out. You can take a moment to set an intention for your practice if you would like to. And then we are going to do a couple of forward folds here just to kind of wake up the body. We're going to add a little touch of balance to it as well. You'll see what I mean as we go. So when you come to your next inhale, we're going to inhale, arms wide, reaching up tall, reach to touch the ceiling, and then lift your heels off of the ground. Palms together overhead. Exhale, heels come down, and we forward fold. And an inhale again, arms wide, reaching up tall, palms together overhead, heels off of the ground. And exhale, heels come down and we forward fold. Inhale, arms wide, reaching up tall. Palms together, heels off of the ground. Heels come down as we exhale, forward fold. We'll do two more of these guys. Inhale, arms wide, reach up tall when you're ready. Heels off of the ground, palms together overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Last time, inhale, arms wide, reach up tall. Palms together, heels off of the ground, reach up tall. Exhale, heels come down, forward fold. Let's stay in this forward fold for a moment. Relax the head down, relax the shoulders.
or soften the shoulders, I should say. Maybe they're not ready to relax yet. Moving around a little bit if you would like to. A little bit of a up and down motion or a side to side motion, or maybe you like to pedal your legs a little bit, one heel up at a time. Good, and then whenever you're ready, arms wide, reach up tall, palms together, keep the heels down, and exhale your hands to heart center. And then one last final resting breath. Inhale, arms wide, reach up tall, palms together, and exhale, hands to heart center. Back to mountain pose. Check in with your breath. Check in with your intention. All right, we're going to begin with pyramid pose. So in pyramid pose, this is an opportunity that I always like to use my blocks, especially first thing in the morning when my body's not real loose. If you've got blocks nearby, you might like to use them too. And you would set them up on either side of your mat forward at the top of your mat. If you don't have blocks, you can use books about 8 or 9 inches tall or 4 or 5 inches tall. And maybe 3 inches tall, depending on what you need, or anything else that can help raise your hands up. But you don't need blocks. All right, so from mountain pose, we're going to take a step straight back with the left leg as if we're going into warrior one. So a step straight back, feet are about 3 to 4 feet apart. Left foot turns out slightly, about 45 degrees off of the left hip. Both hips are facing forward. That one's pretty important in our pyramid pose. Both legs are straight. Okay. We're still contracted in the thighs as we were in mountain pose. That tells our hamstrings that they can stretch or that they can lengthen. Okay, navel still drawn in. And then we're going to bring our arms up overhead. So it's almost like we're in warrior one, right? The big difference is our knee would be bent, our forward knee would be bent if we were in warrior one. And from here, with the navel drawn in, we're going to reach the chest forward, spine stays long as we come down. And then hands come down, in my case, to the blocks. Or if your legs are feeling it already this morning, hands can come down to the mat. If your legs aren't feeling it that much, hands can come to the thigh. We want to make sure that our left hip is still facing forward, that it hasn't popped up to the left. If your hip has popped up to the left, come up a little bit higher in your pyramid. Both hips want to face forward. And then once you're in position, you'll relax your head down. Shoulders soft here. And you can adjust your stance if you need to bring that left leg forward or back a little bit more. That would be completely appropriate. We'll take a few breaths here. Notice the way this posture feels in your body. Making any adjustments if you need to. Ensure that your breath is comfortable here. Allow the body to open as needed. Allowing time for the central nervous system to soothe itself in this position. About 2 more breaths. And to come out of pyramid pose, we are going to transition to warrior one. So we'll bend the right knee so that the knee is above the ankle and raise the chest and arms up overhead, finding ourselves in warrior one. reach up toward the ceiling, upper body's reaching up while lower body's grounded down. Good. Arms to your side, straighten both legs again. We're going to take just a little break before we go into warrior three. So warrior three is a balancing posture. If you know that your balance is a little iffy at times, have something nearby or scoot to a wall to help support yourself in your balance. So from this same position, we're going to move back to warrior one. Right knee bends, arms reach up. We're going to bring our palms together and intertwine the fingers, pointers up, thumbs out. Okay. But of course, if you are using something to balance with, use that something to balance with. Okay. From warrior one, reaching up tall, we're going to send the chest down, chest parallel to the ground, which by the way is a humble warrior in this position called humble warrior. Then we're going to send weight into the right leg, finding balance throughout that leg and slowly lifting the left leg up while then straightening the right leg. Chest stays parallel to the ground. It doesn't come any more forward. Left leg extends. Toe is going to be either pointed or contracted in the left leg. So keep the left foot active is the point there. Find a focal point, something to stare at on the ground. Ooh, balance is tough for me this morning. And let's come back to warrior one. Left leg comes down, right knee bends, reach up tall. Arms come down, step up to mountain pose. Excellent. Check in with your body. Just a funny note, keeping in touch with our bodies. Check in to see if your right leg feels longer than your left leg right now. Mine is noticeably longer than my left leg right now because of the work we just did on the right leg, but not the left yet. All right, let's go to the other side. Going into pyramid pose on the left side, right leg is going to take a step straight back. Right toes turned out slightly, both hips facing forward. So right foot's about 45 degrees. Let's see if I can block some away. To know if your feet are in the right position, you would look down at your mat, pretend there's an imaginary line or pretend there's a line going straight down the middle of your mat. Your left foot is going to be just to the left of the line. Your right foot is going to be just to the right of the line. So your heels are right about at the same spot on the line. Both legs are straight. Both hips are forward. Reaching up. Strong legs, engaged core. And we reach our chest forward, 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 and then down. Hands come to the ground, the shin, the thigh, the blocks, whatever feels good. Whatever feels right for you this morning. And then head relaxes down once you've kind of reached into your position there. Taking some nice, slow, deep breaths, pacifying the nervous system. As your body softens into pyramid pose. Relax your nose towards your leg. Good. Couple more breaths. One more breath here.
And then on your inhale, we're going to transition to warrior one. When you're ready, bending the left knee,
Raising the chest up, arms come overhead. Let's take a little break. Arms down, straighten the front leg. Just a breath here. And we'll go into warrior three. Back to warrior one, bending the left leg, palms together overhead, pointers up, thumbs out. Reaching up tall. Chest comes forward, spine is long. Balance into the left leg, right leg comes up off the ground. We're reaching forward. It's kind of like an airplane. In fact, if you need a little extra help balancing, you can bring your arms wide, taking you into an airplane pose. A couple of breaths here. Breathing, noticing the breath. And then with an inhale, come back to warrior one. Arms come down, step forward, up to mountain pose. Now we're going to put it all together in a vinyasa. So we're going to go through our sun salutation to warrior one, from warrior one to pyramid, from pyramid to warrior three, and then we'll flow or vinyasa to the other side. All right. When you are ready, with an inhale, arms wide, reach up tall. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway back up, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, hands come down as we step back to plank pose. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, lower down to the ground. Point your toes, inhale to cobra pose. Exhale to downward facing dog. We'll hold that dog for 3 breaths. And with an inhale, right leg's coming straight up behind us. Exhale, right foot stepping forward as we're preparing for warrior one. Left toes turn out, raise up on the inhale. Reach up tall. Exhale, straighten through the front leg to pyramid pose. Inhale, come back to warrior one. Exhale, moving to warrior three, palms together. Chest comes down, left leg reaches up behind us. Try not to fall over. With an inhale, back to warrior one. And an exhale, vinyasa to the other side. Hands come down, left toes pivot forward, step back to plank pose. Breathe in, shift forward. Breathe out, lower down. Point the toes. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. With an inhale, when you're ready, left leg comes up behind you. Exhale, left foot steps forward, right toes turn out, preparing for warrior one as you breathe in, warrior one. Breathe out, straighten the front leg, pyramid pose. Breathe in, warrior one. Palms together, reach up. And exhale, warrior three. Inhale, warrior one. And exhale, vinyasa. Palms come down, right toes pivot forward, step back with the left leg. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down.
Point your toes, inhale, cobra pose. Exhale to a child's pose. Raising your chest up here, lower all the way down onto your bottom. With legs come forward into a kind of cross-legged position or something like a cross-legged position. We're going to grab hold of our right leg, left hand to the left foot, or I'm sorry, left hand to the right foot, right hand to the right knee. Lifting up the leg. We're just going to rock the leg side to side. So right leg moves over to the left and then open to the right, left, right, left, right. Couple more times. Moving into the hip joint. Then right foot comes down to the ground on the other side of the left thigh. Straightening that right knee up a little bit. We're going to go for a gentle twist. We always want to ease into our twist. So draw your navel in, lift your spine. Right hand comes behind the back or thereabouts as we gently ease into a twist. Left hand may be willing to come out to the outside of the right thigh. If it's not willing, don't press it. If it is willing, you can use that left arm for resistance against the right leg to deepen your twist a little bit, if that feels good. Two more breaths here. And when you've finished that second breath, come on back forward. Relax your right leg. We'll move to the other side. So it'll be right hand to left foot, left hand to right, or left hand to left knee. Did I get that right? Right hand, left foot, left hand, left knee. Rocking leg to the left and to the right. Getting into mobility in the hip joint is what we're going for with this motion. One more time. Then we'll bring the left foot to the outside of the right thigh. Now, if your hips aren't willing to go that far this morning, the left foot can also be in front of the right shin. Okay. And when you're ready, easing into the twist, spine is tall, left hand comes behind your back or thereabouts, and maybe the right arm will come to the outside of the left leg. Maybe it won't, depends on how you're doing this morning. And we ease gently into the twist. Always going deeper into your twist on an exhale. Soften the shoulders. And one more breath. When you're ready, release back forward. I'm going to move into a butterfly pose for our meditation. You can do that, or you can sit cross-legged or whatever way is comfortable, or you can lie down on your back and take a sort of shavasana as we go through our meditation. Our meditation is actually a breath exercise, and it's a very quick, very accessible breath to really calm and soothe the nervous system if we're a little bit overstimulated. This is probably my most favorite breath to come to if I'm feeling stressed out or a little bit panicked or anxious, also if I can't sleep. And it's just an equal breathing breath, or equal counting breath. So a lot of us by now are familiar with this breath. It's as we inhale, we're going to count to 5. As we exhale, we're going to count to 5. Okay. So sitting or lying in a position that your lungs are open, your mind and face is soft. We're going to simply inhale, counting to 5, and exhale, count to 5. Again, through the nose, both in and out if you can. Okay. Your count can be however quick you want it to be, but I'll go ahead and count for us the first couple times. So I inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A couple more rounds with you counting for yourself.
All right, I am going to go ahead and end our class here this morning. If you'd like to stay longer and take a nice little Shavasana, absolutely do that. That's one of the pleasures of being at home in our yoga practice. If you'd like to continue with this breath, certainly do that as well. It's been my honor and pleasure to get to lead you in practice this morning. I honor each of you. Namaste.